G'day and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22, our survival challenge on Hinterland with Sabbath Kiwi. We managed to get our field ploughed. It took a while and it's been stormy most of the time we were doing that. Yes, it took a long time with that small plough, but it's done. It's not the tidiest looking field, but I don't think we're really concerned about tidiness. And we'll probably make a small grass field on this side of it here. Once we get the silage done, then we'll look at mowing this grass and getting some proper seed planted as well for it. But speaking of silage, we'll check on that and see what, it's not going to be very far into it, but it's only about 11% I think. So it's a long way to go, so we'll wait for that. It's raining, there's not much else to do, and I've been ploughing all day in game. Tedious job, I tell you. So I'm going to head inside and hope that we get some jobs, some contracts come up tomorrow and get out of this weather. So we'll park our tractor up here for the night, and we'll go get out of this weather and get some dry clothes on, and I'll see you tomorrow in October. Right, good day. I've kind of parked up at the shop, speed things up a bit, trying to wait for contracts to come up. The shop's closed. And there's no contract, so that's a bit of a kick in the guts because I was banking on that, and we've got no way to make money without contracts at the moment. The only way we can is to cut firewood, and we need a trailer for that, so I'm looking at trailers. We've got 2,500, just shy of 2,600. I mean, this trailer, if we can get some extra cash in, which I can if I sold another bit of my equipment. This one's going to cost us 2,800, so which would double as silage, trailer, and for logs. So it's going to cost us for colouring on it, but maybe we'll see. We'll see. Just looking at the prices for now, because I've got to do some magic reshuffling again and get rid of some equipment that we won't need. Just until I can sell some bigger logs. Once I get the bigger logs sold, we'll be making about $3 a load of wood. We might sell the mower. We've used it, it did its job, and we'll get the most back for it. We'll get about $7 for it. I mean, we are going to need another mower, but once we get some we'll be able to fund this easily once we get some bigger logs going through. Well, like I say, $3 to $4 per load of wood that we deliver with the trailer. That's 2 loads, and we get the mower back anyway. So there's no point selling the windrow or the plough, because we're only going to get about $1,000 for those, which is enough to get the trailer. But you know, I want to have a little bit of security, so I will sell the mower. But what I'm going to do actually, because I think you get a little bit extra more if you actually sell it on site. So we'll go and pick the mower up and bring that back and sell it here. I think you get about 10% more maybe. So it's only be like less than $1 extra, but every little bit counts, right? And then we can get a trailer and we can start cutting some bigger bits down. We're going to get we need the forks as well for the front loader, so that we can load the bigger logs into. So we can have 2 to 3 meter lengths for now, because this tractor won't lift very heavy logs at all. It's probably going to tip over even with the weight. We need to upgrade the weight, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. Cross that bridge, so to speak. So now we'll just pick up this. I mean, I like that we're going to have an entranceway between 2 fields, would be pretty cool. I want to put grass on the bit to my right, where the mower was sitting. I was going to mow that, but then realised I didn't have anywhere to put the grass. With our silage bunkers in use, it's already fermenting, so we'll take the mower, and I'm sure we can come up with a better plan once we make some money, and fingers crossed those contracts come in later on in the day, because that's the money we need. Banking on that, especially the sugar beets. That'll be a bit of money for that job. And the cornfield's only a small field, so it's not going to be much, but any contracts that come up, we'll take them today. It just breaks the monotony of doing timber and woodwork and whatever, and to go out and do a contract and do some more wood later. But with the log fork, and the trailer, we're going to be able to deliver bigger loads. Get a tree delivered in one go instead of having to muck around cutting it into the right bits to pick up and everything. Makes more sense. Maybe should have done this first, but hey, we got some grass out of it, so thanks for the job. Now, second-hand mower for sale. I can't actually remember how much we paid for that, but yeah, we'll get 7,700 for that. So whereas before we're only getting 7 grand, so about 10% extra. That's taken us up to a nice $10,000, which we can get a trailer and log forks easy now. There's still no contracts, so let's see. So we're going to get that trailer I was looking at, I think. I mean, there is another one I like the look of, and we can afford it now. It would be good for logs, but at the same time, it doesn't have sides. It's only got the small sides on it. Quite like I do like this. It's handy, but like I say, no sides, so it's going to be hard to stack. Could definitely get bigger logs on there. But no, I think we'll pass on that one for now. That was an idea. But I think if we go this one, we could go the bales, or we could... I quite like this design. I think I'm going to buy this design, just a small one. Sorry about that, folks. We had a bit of a malfunction with the recording there, and the game crashed, and I had to come back and do it. Luckily, I'd saved at the shop, so we got our stuff and everything. We got our trailer, we got our forks there. I have to go pick up the front loader, so... But yeah, it's a nice wooden trailer. Nothing fancy. But I just want to get some bigger logs out instead of... most of the time was mucking around with the cutting up little sizes of timber to fit into the pickup, and that I could pick up by hand. Now I've got the front loader and the claw, or the log fork, whatever you want to call it, can easily do that. So we're just going to park up here. I'm not sure which tree to attack. We might attack these ones here. So long as we stay on our property, I don't want to have any issues. Loading with this tractor on a hill could be a bit tricky. So we'll go get our front loader. It's just right here. We'll have to drop the bucket in that, and let's check on our silage too. So that should be done by, I'm going to say October 2, around the afternoon tomorrow, hopefully. It should be done tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening in game. So got our front loader and our weight there. Going to need that. I'm not sure the weight's going to be enough. Some of these logs are going to be far too heavy for this little tractor. And we've got to lift up onto that trailer. I think I know we can do it. We're just going to do one tree at a time, maybe two if we can get lucky. So I've got to drop the bucket down as well, because I've got to go pick up the log fork. And it's not going to want to cooperate with me. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. See what I mean? Come on. Just trying to get the right tool selected. It's not letting me drop the bucket. There we go. We got it. Alright, so we'll go pick up our log fork, and then we'll get stuck into a tree. We're going to get stuck into this tree and hope that everything goes to plan. I'm a little nervous about using the tractor with the front loader picking up logs, so we'll just try and take it nice and slow and make sure we get the nice right sized logs. Just trying to get the... I guess that doesn't really matter. Oops. Nope, there's no contracts. Just want to make sure I'm not falling on my land. No, that's all my land. As long as it doesn't... Yeah, we should be fine. Cool. Just had a bit of an issue in the last game, I think. The last episode, I think. I think it was off camera, where I had to push a log from the other property. Jeez, that just about took me shins out. Yeah, I had to push the log off the property so that I could actually have access to it, because it wouldn't let me cut the log even though it came from my land. It fell on the neighbouring property and they obviously said no thanks, that's ours now. I'm having a bit of trouble here with this, so gosh, we're gonna have to do it that way, are we? Okay, bit by bit. So maybe I'll speed this up because I've talked to you enough. I don't know what the time lapse is going to be like, because oh, there we go, that's a lot easier if I do it that way, isn't it? But yeah, I think I'll time lapse some of this and see how we go. So you've had enough of listening to me, so let's get stuck into it. So I went to change positions and chopped some different trees down and thought I'd check the contracts, and here we are. We only got the one tree that was loaded, but as you saw, that gave us about 3 grand, so that's okay. We'll get back to chopping trees soon. We've got some contracts, like I say, so we're definitely going to take them. Sugar beets, we're going to pay about 10 grand, deliver to the port, and the other ones deliver to the bakery, I think. So we won't worry about this trees for now. We've got 8,000 in the bank-ish, so we'll go and do those jobs. It's going to take us up to close to $20,000, probably over $20,000 maybe, if we get some extra material from them and whatnot. But anyway, this is the Panther 2. I've never done sugar beets, so this is going to be interesting. We'll leave the sugar beets till last. We'll get the easy job, the small field, which is corn, and we'll get this over to the yard, and we'll start doing that. We'll start getting the corn done. Something different to do now, so it's not just ploughing and all that jazz. We can actually get in and do some harvesting. So even though it's not for us, we'll get some of the extra crops. This gets delivered to the bakery, I think, the corn, so we'll make sure we try and not oversell what they want. It doesn't matter, I guess, but we can just sell it all if we get the money. I was trying to think if we save it till the best price, but that's just been a bit, yeah, I think we will excuse me, just sell it all in one go and take the extra cash that we get with it. It doesn't matter too much for now. Yeah, I think I've taken a wrong turn, so bear with me. So here we are at the cornfield. I did take a wrong turn, so I've just started doing this now, just doing the headland. So it's only a small field. I'm just gonna get in and do it. I'm not gonna be all OCD about up and downs and headlands and whatnot. I'll just get in and cut it as I see fit. Harvest it, I should say. Cut it. Real farm talk there, Sean. So yeah, I mean, it's a decent sized field. We should get quite a bit of extra from this, I think. I'm praying for it, I should say. But yeah, there's not much to it. The sugar beets probably is a bigger field. I'll get all the equipment and machinery over here after. But I just think we get stuck into the corn. It's a smaller field. But we're not taking too much away at the moment. It's such a small header, but not to worry. The size of the tank seems to be okay. We should put quite a bit in there. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's good to get out and do some different jobs. So again, I'm going to chuck a time lapse in on doing this and shifting equipment around rather than bleating on about and rambling on. So I'll see you in a bit. So we've just delivered our first load of corn from the job, and I've just found out that we actually own this bakery. I didn't know. I was confused for a while and looked into it, asked a few questions, and then decided, hey, why don't I click the question mark, and there you go. It gives you the bakery from the start, so we own this. I don't know if that's cheating. I'm not going to use it. At the moment there's nothing in there. We've put corn in there, but that's just from the sales, so yeah, so it's empty, so there's nothing in there. We can use it, but I think that's a bit cheap. I've got another way I want to go with our product that we get from leftover products, so just wanted to stop the time lapse just to let you know that we own the bakery. This map gives you the bakery, so I may have to sell that and put the money into a new sell point. We'll look into that after the contract's finished anyway. For now, we'll head back and I'll continue with the time lapse. Sorry for interrupting. So we've finished the job for corn. That's all done. What's in our trailer is left over. We did accidentally put like 300 odd litres in there, but that's okay. Nothing too major. So we're gonna just use this trailer to take this tractor to take our trailer back, because the Massey struggles with it a little bit, but that's okay. We'll just use this while we can. Whoops. No, I did not drink on the job. Lucky it's not my tractor, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, we're going to deliver this corn back to the yard. I just want to put it in a pile somewhere if it'll let me. And I think we're going to use this to produce our own corn seeds. Instead of buying seeds, we'll use this to produce it. I think there's a mod I've got that will allow me to put down a little seed production. It's only going to cost a couple of grand. And once we've done that, we can cash in. We're probably only get $1,000, less than 1,000 for this job anyway. But that's okay, we got some corn. It's not much, but it's going to be a start. I think with the mod we may have to do a little bit of shopping first, but we'll have a look. Let's see what we got. So there's our corn. I was going to do seed production, but after mucking around for a little bit, wasting a little bit of money on seed treatment liquid, I decided that it's not actually going to be beneficial or worth it, so we're not going to do the seed production now. We are, however, going to jump over here and get on to harvesting some sugar beets and get this job out of the way, get this contract done. This is going to get my nung in the top there. This is going to pay us about 10 grand, so this is the job that we need to get done. It's going to take a while. It's quite a small little header on this one. So I've never harvested sugar beets in this way before. I've usually cheated and just gone the open air gardens for sugar beets. So, wish me luck on this. I'll put together probably just a quick little montage, and yeah, we'll get this done and I'll see you in a bit. So that's that field all done. Now we're just going to deliver all the sugar beet here, and any extra we're just going to sell it on top. We should make a couple of grand at least with that. Quite a good harvest they got off this field. Although to be honest, I was worried that I wouldn't be short for the contract, but there we go. Not bad at all. So it's $5,000 for that, plus the 10, might as well say 10 grand. And look at that, we've got a new contract as well. So we'll cash in on this job and collect our 10 grand, and then we will go and do this job. We'll borrow their tools. This won't take long at all. Field 3, that was the cornfield, so that's going to be quick and easy to cultivate that. So where are we? There we go. So we can go over and get this all done now. I'll go and cultivate this yard. I'll just do it quickly, get all set up here first, and then we'll call it a night. What is it? It's coming up 5:30. We're a pretty busy day, a very profitable day. I'm actually quite good. We've done well. This is gonna help towards getting our field all sorted out. Hopefully we can get that all limed and seeded and fertilized. Well, it's not going to happen in this episode, but hopefully by the next episode. In the next episode we'll have all that done. Yeah, so we'll head off. We'll go and cultivate this field, and then we'll call it a night after that. This won't take me very long at all. It should be nice and simple. It's a decent cultivator here, a nice tractor. So yeah, I'll get this done and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we're just finishing up now. 97% complete, so I thought I'd jump back in and show you what I've done. It is getting dark, and there we go, contract complete. So we'll cash in on that. We won't go and do the whole field. We're not in it for realism right now, and that's only $1,000, not even, but hey, every little bit counts. Now we're sitting up over $22,500 at the end of the first day of October, or the first week of October, I guess you call it, whatever you want to, first part. So with that being said, we're done for the day. We're going to sort this out at some stage. I'm going to need a silo, but yeah, we're done. So I'm going to hop into my tent, call it a night, and I'll see you on October 2. So thank you so much for joining me.